Welcome back to Tea and Toasties. I'm one of your hosts, Sabrina.
And I'm Rich. I'm the other one.
Welcome back, episode 13.
13,
Lucky
Baker's
number.
Does. Oh.
Lucky number 13, Baker's Dozen, all the things.
All those things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just me and you today.
Yes.
No guests.
No guests.
A bit more chill
Chill.
compared to last week's
Yeah.
Hoot and Holler.
Wow. All the beer cans are still laying around. As Aaron brought the rock and roll in town.
That's right. Well, today is a special day, isn't it, Rich?
Is it?
It's your birthday?
Today? Yeah, today.
Today.
It is.
Woo!
Yeah.
The confettis are going off.
Woo.
Those things, you know.
All being well, yes. Today is my birthday.
Yeah. Today that this comes out is Rich's birthday.
That's right. So,
Today, actually today. So
yeah.
if you are hearing this,
Yeah.
comment on the post on the Instagram. Send this man his birthday wishes, damn it.
Please.
Do it. Or personally, if you know him personally,
Please.
reach out.
Yeah.
His phone number is 75.
Yeah, or you can reach me on my OnlyFans. You can
Oh
you can
my
get me there.
God. He'll be sitting on cakes
Yeah,
for today.
there's my feet just in cakes.
Ooh, stomping cake.
Yeah,
I'm
You-
sure there
you
is a
get me on-
corner for that.
Probably.
Oh, I could see that working for some
probably.
people. For some people, not.
Chocolate cake.
So, are we keeping your age confidential?
No, you can expose the age.
Well,
if
I
you
don't know
like.
it. This is me asking.
You
I
don't
forget.
know it.
I
Okay.
forgot.
Yeah, 42.
Okay, and now we're lying.
Mm.
Okay, no.
Add 10 to that.
Oh, 52.
52. Yeah,
Okay.
52.
What's Oh, I guess we already know your bingo card this year. I was gonna say, what's in the cards for your 52nd year on Earth?
What's in the cards? Like what's in the tea leaves?
Yeah, like what do you want to do?
Oh.
You already did your bingo card. You got a lot you
Yeah,
want to do.
there's a ton. There is
Yeah.
a ton. I won't get through all that.
Do you do any like reflecting on your birthday?
I do.
That face you just did. Okay. Of course you do because I don't. I avoid it.
Really?
So that means you probably do a lot of it.
I think as I got older,
Uh-huh.
I've got more reflective.
That makes sense.
I won't tell a lie.
Mm.
I did it this morning.
Okay.
I was awake early.
Uh-huh.
I beat the alarm. The alarm was for 7. Needed a pee, got up, and then I couldn't go back to sleep.
Mm.
So I was just lay there thinking, and then it just pops into my head. I'm just like, yeah, birthday, getting old, stuff like that. And then I started thinking about birthdays of days gone by and favourite birthdays.
Ghosts of birthdays past.
Definitely. As kids, we used to go, Mum, Dad used to take us to, this was back when our town didn't have like a McDonald's.
Mm.
We didn't have one. We didn't have a KFC. You know, you had to go. You had to go out of town. It was a special thing.
What a life.
I know. Now you just bowl up in your drive-through and you get this, that, and the
Yeah.
other. It's there.
It's there.
Every day.
Spoiled.
You can have
Every day.
3 meals a day on it on the dollar menu.
Anyway.
Yeah, we had. This was our special treat, and one of them, I shared my birthday with my older brother because his birthday is from a week from now. Well, from my birthday. It's a week
That's
later.
not the same.
Well, it's not the same. But there's another funny thing is Mark, older brother, we always used to pull his leg. And I think there's some truth in there somewhere, is that as soon as like my birthday was over,
Yeah.
the clock ticked 1 minute past, it was Mark's birthday would start.
Enough of him. It's my turn now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he would have a week leading up to his birthday,
Uh-huh.
have the birthday,
Yeah.
and then a week after the birthday.
Oh, geez.
He has 2 weeks of birthday.
Wow.
Yeah, so I got
That's
to get mine out of the way.
You need to birthday month.
Birthday month.
That's what my mom does.
She does a whole month.
Well, she doesn't really do anything for the whole month, but she's in the,
Birthday zone.
she's like, it's my freaking birthday.
It's my month.
Yeah. She's just feeling it.
Yeah.
And then, maybe it'll be like the weekend before we're doing this. Then the weekend after we're doing this. Like multiple
I'm there for that.
events.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, just lean in.
Lean in.
Why the hell not?
Yeah. I know.
I love doing that.
Okay.
That's fun.
Well, I'll have a go.
Yes.
I'm up for it.
Sweet. So what are you doing today?
Well, McDonald's.
McDonald's.
No. It's just nostalgic birthday thing where we would go to McDonald's and we'd go 10-pin bowling.
fun. Aw. Was that just for your birthday? That's what you wanted to do on your birthday? Or was that like the universal birthday?
That was kind of, it was a special treat. Yeah. And you'd only do it once a year, go to McDonald's.
Fun.
There was that one where I had a joint birthday with Mark, and we went into McDonald's and they did a BTS behind the scenes of McDonald's, and they let us make our own burgers.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, and that we went into the big refrigerators, the big freezers, and got to look in there. I'm not sure if they locked us in there or what, but we were allowed to just stand in there. So there was a group of like little buddies, and we all went. And then we'd have like the McDonald's party where and then 10-pin bowling. It's super fun.
We used to have McDonald's birthday parties. They used to have proper birthday parties.
Put on.
Yeah. Cake and the decorations and all the stuff. It was fun. And because they had the indoor play area they don't have anymore.
Yeah. Oh, they got rid of that.
Places. And then they had as the 90s, 2000s kid, they had the Nintendo 64 consoles in there.
What?
You could play video games.
I did not know this.
Oh, it was so fun. Yeah.
Why would you ever leave?
I know.
I guess that's
and
the point.
I can't imagine it costs that much as a parent to have a birthday party there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Same with like Chuck E. Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Although I hated that one when I was a kid because he used to scare me.
Chuck E. Cheese. I've never been.
The big mascot guy freaked me out when I was a kid.
Is he a big rat?
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, he is.
He's a rat.
His name is Chet. He has a full name and I forget it.
Chester.
Oh, it's something funny, but it's like Chuck E. Middle initial E. Cheese last name, Mr. Cheese.
Mr. Cheese.
Yeah, but his name is Chuck is short for something.
Charlie Cheese.
Something funny.
Oh.
Getting a scam likely call. Should I answer?
Yeah, see who it is. Go on, answer it.
All right.
Let's get them on.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello. Hi, this is Kevin from Western Travels. How are you doing today?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm also good. Thanks for asking. Well, I believe you recall filling out a ballot paper in any shopping mall or online for travel promotional giveaway. Do you remember?
I'm done with that. I hung up.
What? I was about to have a real nice... It was my first birthday wish off this.
He could have got a birthday wish off it. The second, when you say hello and it goes click, and it's like,
oh, we got a live one.
Yeah, it's like when the bobber has sunken underneath the water.
Oh.
Usually I answer and I just like grunt because any sound will just trigger it.
The thing.
So I don't know for sure it's a person nearby because now that I answered and they got a person, they're going to just keep calling.
Keep calling. Yeah, let's hope they come back.
Anyways.
I'll have a little chat.
Well, I have a mini birthday surprise for you.
Get out of it. What you got? Really?
It's nothing big.
All right.
I think you'll like it, though.
Really? What is it? Is it This Is Your Life kind of deal?
Wow, that'd be crazy.
You're going to bring guests in?
Yeah. No, I have a poem for you.
There's a poem, a birthday poem.
A birthday poem, because I know, you're a fan of poems and rhymes.
Sweet. What, did you made this or you AI'd it?
I was going to wait till the end to say this. Yeah, your two best friends, me and AI, have made a poem for you.
Sweet. Okay.
Hey, lots of personal prompts were put in here.
Nice.
So it's a good mix.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is creation.
That's right.
All right.
So here it is.
All right.
Here's the...
Oh, I'm excited.
A birthday ode to Rich, the podcast king.
I don't know about all that.
Rich, my buddy, my podcast mate. Another year older, but looking first rate. You've got the mic, the jokes, the flair, and that dog and bone laugh filling the air. In business, you're sharp, a real skin and blister. But when it's time to party, you're no twister. You juggle both tasks with style and grace, and you still make time for a butcher's face.
What?
I don't know what that means even. Your wisdom is profound, or so you pretend. But we both know you're a liar's bench, my friend. With every episode, you bring the heat. Your wit is so sharp, it's apples and pears, sweet.
What?
So here's to you on your big day. May our podcast grow. In your trouble and strife, stay away. A cheesy rhyme for the one who's got flair. Happy birthday, Rich. You're beyond compare.
Oh, dude. Hilarious.
Isn't that funny how it's added that Cockney slang?
What was your
it's-
prompt?
But it's not used in the proper way. It's like your apples and pears sweet, but apples and pears means...
Yeah, it didn't really know.
Yeah, it doesn't know what
Yeah.
it means. It's just throwing them in there and
Yeah.
use them for what they literally are saying.
And there's exactly. And there's a massive cock up in there. Massive.
What?
You probably don't even know what one of these rhymes means.
Yeah, so
right?
many of them.
Okay, back up to about, I don't know, there's a few lines
Is it
ago.
Skin and Blister?
No, it's after that.
Twister, Butcher's Face,
I have no idea what
Liar's
Butcher's face.
Bench.
No, it's Trouble and Strife. Go there.
Okay.
Go there.
Podcasts grow and your trouble and strife stay away.
Right. Trouble and Strife.
Mm-hmm.
What does it mean?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out if it's a
Yeah.
rhyming one. Something, knife?
No.
Wife?
Exactly.
Your wife. That just means wife?
Yeah.
May your wife stay away. That's hilarious. Yeah, but they're like trouble and strife. Like, we don't want that.
Exactly. So they go with, they haven't got the Cockney meaning. They've just got the literal.
So I said, give me a poem for my friend Rich. And then it was like, here we go. Business, podcast, host. I said he loves poems, so make it funny and cheesy. And then the AI did all this other stuff. And then I said, can you add some Cockney rhyming slang?
Right.
And then this is what it threw out.
I don't know. I don't think it understands Cockney.
It doesn't. So yeah, there's that.
I like
I thought
it.
that would just be a funny
It was fun.
combo of poem and AI for you.
Yeah. Thank you.
I was going to get some snacks, some UK snacks. But then I was like, that doesn't really bode well for pod.
The rustling, the eating,
The eating.
the chewing.
Even just like you guys can't see what
That's
it is.
true. We'll do a separate, we'll
Segment.
put that on our ASMR channel.
Mm-hmm.
All the crunching and slurping and eating. Anyone who actually likes that stuff.
Exactly. And the cake stomping.
Cake stomping. I did have this.
Okay.
You asked about reflecting,
Yeah.
getting old and shit.
Uh-huh.
This morning, I think I just got off that tangent somewhere. I was over at McDonald's and bowling and shit.
Yes.
But this morning, yes, I had a little moment where I was thinking about birthdays gone by and stuff like that, and how Mum used to put her heart and soul into our birthdays, you know, three boys, and she used to just, every birthday, she would put everything, you know, she would make the cakes, have a theme cake, usually a football pitch, which, you know, is green, and have all the figures on it, or the train where she would, you know, have different things representing different things, like a wagon wheel as the wheels and things like that.
Fun.
So fun. And then I started thinking, oh, hang on, you know, birthday wish would also, you know, would always be if Mum was around to see my birthdays now, and how much that I miss her involvement in my birthdays. So of course I went there.
Of course.
I went looking, and I found on WhatsApp. So me, Mum and Dad used to do a little WhatsApp thing. I showed her how to record her voice.
Yeah.
And just send a voice recording.
Okay.
You know, if we couldn't speak, because I only speak once a week, and if she wanted to speak to me during the week, she could just record and send, and then I would do the same thing. And of course, I found a recording.
Is it a birthday one?
It had me absolutely bawling.
Oh no. Are you gonna play it? I want you to play it, but not if you're gonna bawl again.
No, I did my tears on this
Okay,
this morning.
let's hear it.
But this is so sweet.
I'm excited.
Yeah, so sweet. And so I'm just trigger warning for my other brothers.
Yeah,
Stop
just
driving.
massive trigger
Stop
warning.
driving. Whatever you're doing.
Happy birthday to Richard. Happy birthday to you. Hope you have a lovely day and hope to speak to you later. Love, Mum and Dad.
Aww, Richard.
Yeah.
That is sweet. She sang. She fully sang.
Yeah.
Not just a happy birthday, like a full
Yeah.
song.
Oh, yeah.
That was great.
She would always do that. Be on the
Yeah.
phone, always.
Aww.
Mhm.
I love that. At least you have that. That's
I
awesome to
know.
have.
I'm just going to play that to myself every year.
Yeah. You need to get, I think you can do those cards that when you open there's a song, I think you can like import your own on some.
Yeah.
Then you'll just have that.
Dude, that's a
you
great
can open
idea.
it
Yeah.
Every birthday, it's the card to yourself. Yeah.
Huh. I might do that.
That's great.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway. Oh, yeah.
I know.
No, it's
Yeah.
a bittersweet.
Oh yeah. I had a few tears on that this morning, but what they were happy tears.
Yeah.
You know, it was just sentimental thoughts, happy thoughts. It's been 4 years this year since she passed. So now I'm able to think of her just with fond memories and stuff.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And then something like that is almost exciting because it's like you're keeping them alive.
Yeah.
More than just in the memories and the pictures and stuff.
Exactly.
It's like another layer of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel that that's partly what my duty is now is to keep her memory alive, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fun.
And just to hear her voice is crazy. I had other ones as well. I played those this morning.
Yeah.
I really just went into it.
Uh-huh.
I had about 7.
Phew.
Mm.
I need to start saving some of anyone I care about.
You should. It's nice to have them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have some funny ones saved.
Oh, yeah.
From people. Just like, what the hell?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
funny
yeah.
voicemails or something, but nothing sentimental.
Yeah, can't beat a birthday one.
That's great. Right.
Yeah.
Well.
It was birthday. What other stuff we getting into today?
Yeah, I think we'll just jump right into what we have planned for today.
Yeah.
All
Oh,
right.
Mark, you can start your birthday now. Mine's over.
Yeah. Uh-huh. We won't even wait till the episode's done. Actually, you can cut in right here.
Go for it.
So happy birthday, Mark.
Happy birthday, Mark.
Happy birthday week, I should say.
Yep. Happy 54th. You're a bit older than me.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's calling it out.
Getting old.
So today we thought it would be interesting to do some personality tests. The Myers-Briggs, the 16 personalities, whatever you want to call them. Basically, if you haven't done one of these before, you answer, I think it's 60 questions. So I thought it'd be fun if we both did this separately for ourselves and then discussed while we went along. Because a lot of these questions are, finding out your personality. So very good talking points, I think.
It.
And I think the 4 categories that they split you into are analysts, intuitive and thinking personality types, diplomats, which is intuitive and feeling personality types, sentinels,
what's that?
observant and judging personality types.
Judgy.
Not judgy, judging,
What's that mean?
which it says known for their practicality and focus on order, security, and stability. And then explorers, which is observant and prospecting, which is spontaneity, ingenuity, and flexibility.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Why? Well, first of all, what's the questions?
The questions, it's things like some of them are scenario questions.
Okay.
If or would you walk up to someone in a crowd and say hi? What are and it's it's on a scale of strongly disagree to strongly agree.
Yeah. I find that difficult.
I do too, and I've talked about this before. How I am kind of bad at gauging myself in that way.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be fun if we're both here.
And we just talk through it.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that.
I want to go with our gut reaction to these questions.
What you think first.
But at the same time, your gut could be what you hope you are, but you actually aren't.
I see what you're saying.
Like a question's like, are you super outgoing? And I'm like, totally.
Of course I am.
I am all the time. And then you're like, hold on, you're actually not really that
not
outgoing.
all the time.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. And question, I guess, for you is, we're answering about our personalities now? Like how, because, you can kind of.
Yeah, I think it is now. I think it's now.
Okay.
And overall. Yeah. Think about majority of the time.
Okay.
Yeah. Because maybe like right now you're going through a little slump or something.
Exactly.
Who
me. Doesn't go through a slump?
Yeah. But think about just overall. I think so.
Okay. And would you say your personality has changed, developed, grown since, over the last 10 years?
I think so, definitely.
Okay. So what are we doing there as an overall? You know what I mean? Like,
I think just do it for now, because I will be honest, I have done this test before, I think, years and years ago, though, maybe in high school. So I don't, remember what I am, And B, it's probably changed.
Yeah.
And especially now, back then I wouldn't have had the second thought of, am I just thinking what I want to be perceived as? So now I think I'm going to be more honest with it.
Yeah, we'll be honest.
That makes sense.
Yeah, we'll be honest. And if either one of us thinks, you know, because you have a perception of yourself, don't you?
Yeah.
And then is how other people see you.
But I almost think perception of self is your personality, truly, because then the way you decide to perceive it isn't necessarily what's true. It's what your inner real self is wanting to portray out.
Yeah.
So, we're getting so heady on it already.
Yeah, we
I think
are,
just like
which is pretty
go with
typical.
your initial, your gut feeling on
Jump in.
it. Yeah, go with your gut feeling on it.
Okay.
And I think it'll be kind of obvious. All right, so we've got the laptops.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. Let me get mine.
And I think after this one, like I said, it is 60 questions. But if we have time, there's maybe some other tests we might pop into. There's an emotional IQ one that looks very interesting to me.
I'm into that.
Me too.
I'd like to. This is personality. The other one's emotional. I think if you put them two together,
there you go.
Then we're getting a good idea of who we really are.
Yeah.
Oh, but with the result at the end, I'm not going to get too, I'm not going to get boxed in and go, this is me.
Oh God, no. It's like, it's not your whole new life and identity, but it's just interesting to know. Okay, here we go.
Okay, let's go.
And I think it'll be fun to see because it'll probably say, oh, you get along with these types.
Yeah.
I want to see if we get the same, if we get something different, how different we are, if we're one off on the letters, and then if it says that we'll get along, or you know what I mean?
Or there's no way in hell you'll get on with this person.
Your arch nemesis. Yeah. Okay, so let's start.
Right. Well,
okay, so
what you got? First one
is you regularly make new friends.
Okay. How do we define friends and what's regularly?
I know. Jesus, is so already.
Let's not pick it to pieces.
Already I'm doing.
You gotta go with the gut.
My initial thing was agree, but not strongly agree for me.
All right. I'm going to go with it. All right. I'm just going to hit one and
Which
move on.
one?
And move on.
Which one?
Second one from the left.
Well, that's what I did.
Okay. Well, match 1 for 1.
All right. Complex and novel ideas excite you more than simple and straightforward ones. Fuck.
Yeah. You got to first get into this question.
Yes?
Yeah. I'm going big time agree. Well, we do get into some stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's any of it's
simple and straightforward ideas. Man, when I see that, I get bored. I think bored.
I want to
okay.
challenge my brain.
Same.
So I'm going with a strong big circle agree.
You usually feel more persuaded by what resonates emotionally with you than by factual arguments. I'm moving on. Strong agree there for me.
Usually feel more persuaded by what resonates emotionally than factual arguments. So a gut feeling for you.
Yeah, or like I know what is true, but I'm still upset by that. And that's what's feeling the strongest to me.
So yes, it resonates.
Like I don't like that person because they made me sad. Even though what they said is true, I don't care. Like I still am like,
it's
my
a feeling.
End all.
Yeah.
Is emotion led.
Yeah, emotion led. Yeah. I would agree with that for you, big time. I'm not as driven as you by that. So I'm going to go in there, which was left of middle, first one.
Okay.
Yeah. Usually stay calm, even under a lot of pressure. It's a good question. I understand it.
Yeah. God, it depends on what it is.
This is an interesting one.
Depends what it is.
Yeah.
Because I can freak my shit.
I know.
But usually I work best, I think, under pressure.
Yeah. Does that mean you'll have an initial freak your shit and then gather yourself and then I've got this, give yourself a little pep and then?
I'm going to just go ahead and do middle on the agree side. So not super strong, but I do agree. Because calm is the word. I'm never not calm, I think. I'm never like
that's true.
Freaking out.
No.
I'm always like calm.
Yeah. I've not seen a, headless chicken.
Yeah.
Not really.
Sure, like maybe my brain's going or I'm thinking of all that, but I'm never like running around screaming or crying or freaking out or throwing a tantrum.
Yeah. You're like one of those, all the work's going on under the water. The feet are paddling, but you've got this nice, calm, swan-like existence on the top of the water.
Okay.
Mine was, I went big time agree.
Yeah.
If I could have gone further the other way, Like more agree.
Wow.
I would have done. I think I'm super calm under pressure.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Okay. You find the idea of networking or promoting yourself to strangers very daunting. Big agree.
Yeah, I think we can both agree to that. I mean, I will do it.
Yeah, I think yours is less than
Slightly
me.
less, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would do it, but only if I really had to. And I would get on with it. I'd probably quite enjoy it and enjoy the challenge in the end. It's just the thought of it.
I just could never. I don't promoting yourself.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
is
yeah,
like
yeah.
no, I would never. That freaks me out.
Yeah. Just to take me or leave me kind of deal.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right. Here I am. Either I don't give a shit. You like me or you don't.
Yeah.
What about if you had a different kind of job which relied on you networking? Do you think you would have ever got used to it?
No, probably not.
No?
That's probably why I wouldn't have.
You wouldn't have that job.
I wouldn't. I just wouldn't because I couldn't.
All
Yeah,
right.
there's no way.
Yeah.
Okay. You prioritize and plan tasks effectively, often completing them well before the deadline.
I can answer that for
Some
you.
wrong disagree.
Mm-hmm.
That's massive. I've never disagreed more.
Yeah. I would agree with your disagreement.
I think yours is, if not just the total opposite of mine.
No.
Or middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go full on agree. I'm going to go one or two back a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. I agree.
Yeah.
All right.
Then-
Go ahead. What?
Oh, I read.
Go.
My birthday.
We'll get to it. I'm just trying to chug along here.
People's stories and emotions speak louder to you than numbers or data.
Mm.
I know that for you.
What?
Stories and emotions, you're well into those.
Yeah. I think I'm going middle agree
Mm.
because I don't know if it's, I still listen to numbers and data for sure.
Mm.
I'm not totally discounting that,
Right.
but I think middle agree. And also depends what it is.
Mm.
What's the
What is
topic?
the story? Yeah. Yeah. So if someone's getting too emotional about it and
Right.
overexcited about it, then I'll
or like,
probably.
yeah, I get how you feel, but at the end of the day, this is more important than
Then
numbers or
Yeah.
whatever.
Give me the actual, the
Yeah.
facts. Is there any substance behind this?
Mm-hmm.
Or are you just spouting off here?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with that one.
Oh, this next one.
Mm.
You like to use organizing tools like schedules and lists.
Yeah. That's a bit of me.
You like a list.
I do like a list.
And a
If I can be
schedule.
organized, yeah, I don't mind it.
Okay.
Almost strongly agree.
I'm going,
Yours might be the other way.
major disagree. Okay.
All right.
You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation.
Well, there's side pots to this. How many beers have we had?
Right.
Yeah.
Where am I?
Where am I? Yeah.
I think I'm going strong agree.
You walk up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation. Okay.
I feel like I've done it more times than I haven't done it.
Oh, well, it puts you in the green zone. Well, how would you know they're interesting without going up and talking to them? So it'd
think
only
it's
be looks.
Okay, I'm thinking more like a mutual friend, acquaintance that I've heard about or I've seen on social media or someone's told me something about, and then I'll go up and I'm like, hey, so like first do the introduction and then so-and-so told me this, or I heard that you do this. Like, tell me about that. Like, that sounds cool. Interesting.
I could see you doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not even beer induced.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could see you doing that.
Okay.
Let me ask you this. How about the other way round? Do you find that a lot of people come up to you, like just, I'm not talking just on a night out, whatever, but just say in a coffee shop, you're working in a coffee shop, you've got a laptop, and people just, for whatever reason, do people find you approachable and
No.
they come up to you? No.
I would not put approachable as one of my words to describe me, unfortunately.
You got that resting bitch face
I
going
do.
on? Yeah.
Yeah. And I think usually when I go in public, I'm almost, unless it's a night out, I guess, but I'm making myself unapproachable kind of on purpose.
On purpose.
I'm putting those walls up.
Yeah.
I'm putting the headphones in.
Yeah. Do not
I'm
disturb sign is
not
up.
making eye contact with anyone as an invite to talk to me.
Yeah.
I don't want usually to speak. And I think that's kind of a natural thing as just a small woman.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't
Yeah.
approach me.
Yeah.
No one talk to me.
Because the law of averages say that it's mostly going to be a negative experience than a positive one.
Yeah,
Right?
I bet. I mean, yeah. Thinking of just when you said coffee shop, for example, when I used to go there and work on my work from home days, sometimes literally every interaction I've had pretty much with a stranger while working is a waste of time and
Yeah.
super annoying.
Yeah.
I'm like, go away.
Right.
That woman pestering me you really need to get business cards and you really need to, and I was like, you really need to just go away. I'm like, I have plenty of work to do for our online customer. I don't need you as a customer. Go away. Like, it was just that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Or like, yeah, some man just talking to me about whatever. I'm like, I don't want to talk to you right
Probably
now.
just some old bloke who's just got time to kill.
Yeah.
He's bored.
Spew is whatever.
Exactly. Let me go and talk at her for a minute.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah, no, I don't think people do that to me. Of course, there's like the girls who like, you know, you're in the girls' bathroom and it's like, oh my God, you're so
Right.
pretty, your hair's so
Situations,
cute, and
yeah.
this outfit.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
sure
Yeah.
happens
Okay.
all the time. But I think
Huh.
that's just universal kind of girl thing
Yeah.
that we do.
I found throughout my life that maybe I've got one of those faces where people feel they need to, anyone can just come up and just start talking.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. And it's just wherever I might be. And I'm not like sending out any signals or whatever. I'm just
Yeah.
getting on about my business.
Yeah.
And then people will just come up and they're like, oh, how about this? How about that? You know? And they'll just start a chat.
Oh,
And I'm not always in the mood.
no.
No.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
And it's always happened.
Yeah. I think that's why I do the buds in the grocery store, because those are but like people love those conversations, but I just don't.
Yeah.
You know, I used to hang out with someone who used to always either approach someone or would be approached.
Yeah.
And it would be like a grocery store.
Yeah.
Like, how about those eggs there?
Look at the price on those
Look at
bananas.
that. That's crazy. And then
Yeah.
like, you know, I heard something. And then there's a whole conversation.
Uh-huh.
And I'm standing there like, get me out of here.
Uh-huh.
You know, we spent an hour in the grocery store when I could have been a 5-minute trip. So I think that's why I'm also like, buds in. Don't talk to me. Because then even better, if someone tries to talk to me, I genuinely just didn't hear you. And I just keep it stepping.
True that.
No chance.
Do you think you might be missing out on some of those happy happenstances where there might be an interaction with someone that, hey, I'm so glad I bumped you or spoke to you because, and then you both get something out of it?
Maybe, but I don't think so.
No?
I don't put a lot of weight on those.
You don't?
Like a conversation with a stranger isn't going to make my day probably ever. So I'm like, I don't really care that much. Truly.
No, that's fine.
Yeah. I'd rather get home to the people I know and love
that
and want to spend time
Yeah,
with.
yeah,
than, like,
yeah. That's
dismiss
interesting.
about it.
That's definitely one where we differ.
Yeah.
I'm open to those.
Yeah.
And it might be, I'm a dude, so I'm not also thinking of danger.
I see that.
Mm.
Also, it could be the age thing. You're more like open and you're observing what'd you say? You're in the zone of just
Well, it's all-
gratitude and
Yeah,
appreciating just,
Maybe putting out
The
a
little
decent
things.
energy there.
yeah.
Yeah. But it's always happened when I was like in my
Mm.
20s and stuff like that. Just anyone and everyone, like in a bar, or it wouldn't have to be alcohol involved,
Mm.
but it could just be people just coming up and just saying some shit.
Yeah. Maybe you have a opposite of resting bitch face. You have resting like happy guy
Happy
face.
face.
I think you do. I think when you kind of just give off a good energy.
Yeah. Do you think there's auras?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah. Yeah. Vibes.
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 Yeah.
Yeah. But do you think, let me ask you this, do you attract a certain kind of person who just wants to talk at people and you give off the energy of someone who is just going to be talked at?
Look at the set of ears on him.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Just like, let me just go like he's a sponge.
Yeah. Yeah.
And let me just go let him soak up my bullshit.
My bullshit. Likely.
Because I feel like I've
Likely.
seen that happening
Yeah,
too. Some
yeah.
guys just yapping away and
Yeah.
you're like, what's happening to me?
Before
How did I
before
get
know
here?
it, yeah. Although I was a sort of type of bloke who, when the Samaritans would knock on the door or the Jehovah's,
God.
right? I'd be there for an hour having a natter.
That's hilarious. I'm like running, hiding from I'm closing the blinds.
Right, yeah. You're behind the sofa.
That is so funny.
I met a nice Jehovah. Do you want to come in? Cup of tea?
my God.
Yeah. It's funny.
Okay.
Oh, let me answer it. I got to hit a thing here. I don't know. I'm actually going to sit on the fence.
On this one.
Yeah, I am.
I
See-
think you have to go one way or another.
All right. I'll go slightly for the green.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, do you agree?
I don't know, because you've said before about being in groups and not speaking up.
Yeah, you're right.
So I don't know if that means you're more likely to speak to strangers.
A stranger. Do you know what though? I find it No, you're right. Fuck it. I think I got that one wrong.
Can you go back?
Maybe. When there's dues and stuff like that,
I think you can.
events, and there's new people in the group, I'm not the one to go
Yeah.
up. I'm not. I'm waiting for them. And if we're all waiting, no one's getting
No
it.
one's
no
doing
one's
it.
doing it.
Hmm.
Yeah. All right. I've backed up and redid.
Okay. Next question. You prioritize facts over people's feelings when determining a course of action.
That's similar to that other question.
Yes. Oh, God, but this one is different.
It is.
Determining a course of action.
Let me give you a scenario.
Please.
So you're the boss and one of your peeps, maybe they've done something, they've stolen something, right? They've stolen something at work and the facts are in, it happened, right? You've got them on camera.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
But once you get them into the office, they're mentioning that they're finding it hard at home at the moment and they're giving you a nice big story about why they stole it and they need more money because they got to feed mouths at home. What's going on there?
I think I'm still firing them. Oh, that sounds bad. That's more of a trust thing to me because now I'm like, now I cannot trust you at all in the future. Because you have this reason this time. What's going to be your reason next time? What's going to be your story next time? Even if I believe them. But I'm like, you were willing to steal for this. There's probably other reasons you'll be willing to steal in the future. I just can't trust that and take that risk. So you got to go. Also, I would hope that I would instill those rules as a boss from the beginning.
Everyone knows about stealing.
No stealing.
Yeah.
Sorry, no matter what, no stealing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I get you.
That's why I think action-wise, I don't know. I think I have to just go with facts.
Okay.
But then it's hard because then I think about relationships, right? Like if my partner comes to me and is, feeling sad about something, we're trying to determine to do something or not. And they're like, I don't want to because of this. And it's emotion driven.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, well, we have to because of the facts.
Right.
Am I going to disregard them?
Right.
And do it because of facts? I don't
Yeah,
know. It's a little different
yeah.
when it comes to different relationships.
It's very true. So it's all nuanced and it just depends on the situation, the person you're dealing with, how you know them, their feelings. Emotions do play a huge part, massive part.
Yeah.
But then with your partner versus the person at work, and then also the consequences,
And it's so easier said than done than
Oh,
when
it
you're
is.
in the position and they're right in front of you and you're like,
It's a toughie.
yeah.
But you wouldn't give that person a second chance at work, no? Just done.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But then I might regret the second chance because then I would just be like paranoid the whole time.
Yeah.
Watching them.
Watching.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you've got a very strong sense of justice.
I do. And my pessimistic thing, I'm always like thinking people are just bullshitting all the time.
People are lying.
Yeah, they're not lying, but like this whole story about, my family at home and this and that. And I'm like, okay, it feels like you're manipulating me.
And no one likes to feel used.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you.
You prioritize facts over people's feelings. I'm just
Not
going to
really.
go mild disagree.
Yeah,
I'm going to go the first thing on disagree.
I'm going to go similar. I like to take each thing on its merits, I think.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take in the fact and I'm going to take in the emotions, the feelings. I'm going to look at the big picture before I make my decision.
Yeah.
Okay. You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. I would say, if I was to push your button here, I would say you don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strong agree on this one.
Yeah. You don't care.
I definitely don't worry about it.
Yeah, no worry.
Yeah.
You may look back on it and go over the interaction in your mind later on.
I might be like, oh, that was weird of me, or that was, and then I'm like, well, whatever. But I'm not like worrying about the good impression specifically. Yeah, for sure.
All right. You answer that one for me then.
Ooh, you're in the disagree, but not fully disagree. Because I don't think you care. Like, it's not going to ruin your life. You don't worry about it that much. Do you think about it? Do you want to make a good impression? I think yes.
I think yes.
But not like super. So I'd say you're either in the middle disagree or the lowest of disagree. But that's just me for you. I don't know what internally you are.
I think it's a fair assessment. Thanks for answering that for me. I can move on.
All right.
Oh, go.
You enjoy participating in team-based activities.
Love it.
Mm.
Team player.
Oh, it's so hard. I think I know I'm going mild disagree for me.
Mild disagree.
But I think I just know myself. And in school, I hated it.
Yeah. Team games.
Too many cooks in the kitchen kind of vibe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stresses me out. I also like to think I know what's best, unfortunately, a lot of the time. And then that can get in the way. Where I'm quick to be like, why would you do it like that? I'm in my head just in the corner like, stop, that's wrong.
Right.
And then that's just not good.
We need to do one of those panic rooms.
This is why I was like, I don't know if we can. Remember I said that to you guys? I was like, I want to go in by myself.
I know. Because you're going to be looking at my work going, what the hell is he doing over there?
I think a part of me would come out that would be ugly. And
really?
I don't want that.
Wow.
No, not really. But
yeah.
Yeah, I just want to take charge, take control of the thing.
Okay. So you're, about doing puzzles. Would you take in a puzzle partner? Or would you like...
Maybe someone like JB who works the exact same way I do with the puzzle. But most of the time I just think, no, I'm going to disagree. Just because,
All right,
majority of the time I'm thinking I'd be better off alone than with certain people.
All right. I love them.
You're a big agree.
I big agree.
Yeah.
I love a team sport.
Which is crazy because I like to know what other people are thinking and how does your brain work? And that usually lends itself to like team... working together and putting your brains together. But for me, I don't.
Sounds like though you would like everyone to work in the same way that you're working. Think how you're the best way to complete a task. So you're not suffering fools lightly.
Yeah, what it is I just want them to work and me sit back and watch them work and observe. And then study their brains while they're doing it.
An overlord.
No, I'm not telling them what to do. I just want to be in the corner like, oh, she's doing it like that. That's interesting. And then like, oh, that's wrong. That's not right. And like, oh, now look how he's reacting to this. Well, he's reacting because she did like this. I just want to study everyone from afar. Yeah. I think that's why I'm like, I can't be involved.
Study your little lab rats.
Yep. Sounds crazy. Okay. Next question.
All right. You enjoy experimenting with new and untested approaches. Big yes for me. I'm going straight in. Yeah. I just love just seeing new ways to do things. I think we get really caught in, and we mentioned it before, just that whole locked in on stuff, the heuristics, the default mode, just everything like that. And it's just take a step out, zoom out and see if there's other ways that you hadn't even considered of doing the same task in a different way.
And breaking the rules.
Breaking the rules.
I like to do that.
Yeah, you're a rule breaker.
All right.
Right, rebel.
Got it. You prioritize being sensitive over being completely honest. Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, can you explain the question to me, please?
Someone asks you a question and your answer is leaning towards being sensitive to their feelings instead of being completely honest.
Ooh. I think we're quite different on this question.
We're probably perfectly opposite.
Perfectly opposite.
Yeah, I'm going middle disagree.
Yeah. Oh, you're going middle disagree?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will weigh in some honesty, but I do prioritize understanding and a bit of compassion.
I do too, but that will never be my answer more than the honest answer.
Gotcha. And I appreciate your honesty.
Yeah, I just think, Yeah.
I mean, the way that you'll not sugarcoat any, and if I'm saying to you something or asking for some advice or, just relating to business, if I got an idea or anything like that, and you're like, have I got to just let him down gently and say this is shit? No, you'll just say, in your way, you'll say I think there's a better way to do it, or
and it also comes from a place of, you should know, by now how I feel about you. I'm not being mean.
No.
You know what I mean? So it's like, why waste time with more of the sprinkling of stuff? That's already established.
Cut to it.
Yeah. So now you should know I can say this thing with no sugarcoat, but know that I still both can be true. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's what my main thing is. Like, there's no point in wasting time with that.
No.
You already know.
No, there's no sprinkles on it anymore.
You are prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worse. Shit.
That's you.
That what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But take a turn for the worse is different than expecting
the worst. You're right.
I'm not like,
No.
oh, something bad's going to happen.
No.
The foot's going to drop.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking that much
No,
that time. I will say I'm doing mildly agree, though, because I am more in that camp than
exactly.
the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're expecting the worst and then just pleasantly surprise me, please.
And you're opposite.
I mean, I'm not prone to it. I can.
No. Yeah.
I'm just going to go,
I think you're living more on the positive side of
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
Constantly.
yeah, that's it.
Okay.
It's the glass is half full,
Mm.
half empty, and is there a glass?
Well,
Some people don't even have a glass.
yeah. They don't even have glasses. These people never seen a glass in their life. Okay. You enjoy solitary hobbies or activities more than group ones? Come
Same
on,
question as before.
Strongly agree for me.
We are quite different.
I can't wait to see.
Yeah.
You cannot imagine yourself writing fictional stories for a living. Oh, big disagree for me.
Yeah, I'd love nothing more, actually. I would give up everything to live in a little cabin. Well, not everything. To live in a
To
little...
write a children. You've talked about this children's book
Yeah.
before.
I'm going to write a book
Yeah.
before I'm
Oh, yeah.
all done and dusted.
Why not?
I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Love that. Look at
Sweet.
us. That's
Yeah.
where we are the same with creativity wise. That makes
Yeah.
sense, right? We both have that
Exactly.
creative brain.
Yeah.
Ooh, next one.
Go.
You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax.
Task, then reward.
Some people are very much like this.
Those some people, one sitting right here.
Like they cannot relax until they've done what they need to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bake it in, so I'll know if there's some shit I got to do. I know what I'll do is I'll stack in, like huge task, and then I'm going to have a reward. And it might be a very small reward. It might be like, get up, walk about, go make a cup of tea, green tea. Like just do something that's going to give me the reward.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, now I'll get into the next thing and then small reward.
Right.
Chocolate biscuit.
Yeah. Do you feel like you can't relax if you didn't do what you needed to do?
Yeah. If I sit there
If you
and
still
I'm
have
trying to
stuff to
relax
do,
and
yeah.
there's shit going around my mind, I cannot relax.
Yeah.
And then I'm not present. I have to get all my shit done.
Yeah. Okay. So that's
Yeah.
strong agree for you.
Yeah. And then it's not fair on who I'm with or what I'm doing because I'm not fully focused.
Damn. Okay.
How about you?
I don't know. I think because I have the thing of I like a decluttered space.
Yeah.
That makes me relax.
Yeah.
A clean space, clean mind.
Mhm.
That is true for me.
For sure.
But I can put stuff aside and still enjoy my free time. I'm not like thinking about the thing I have to do. Sometimes I am though. But like it depends what it is. Like
Yeah.
with the edit,
Yeah.
it's all I'm thinking about until it's done.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, oh, I should be doing that.
Yeah.
Other things, like I don't know, if I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do the dishes before I sit on the couch and watch this TV show. If I don't get to the dishes, I'm like, that's fine.
It's fine.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna
Depends.
just disagree a little bit.
Okay.
Next question.
All right. In disagreements, we'll go there in a minute. I'm going to ask you a question. In disagreements, do you prioritize proving your point over preserving the feelings of others? It's a great question. I've found myself in this situation a lot of times, and I think I've changed over the course of my life.
Yeah.
I think when you're younger, you will die on that hill kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't matter if you piss people off.
Mm-hmm.
As I got older, I think I've realised it doesn't really matter. It really doesn't matter,
No. Yeah.
But before we get there and I get your answer, I just want to ask you about disagreements. Are you someone that hates confrontations, conflicts, arguments, fights, all of that? Do you veer away from them? Do you go looking for them? What's your take on all of that?
I'm not one to first bring stuff up usually. Unless it depends what it is.
Yeah.
I tend to do it in a not great way. And then it's like, oh, I started the fight. Now we're here.
Right.
And then once we're in it, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't mind squashing things, getting it out there.
That's getting it out there. That's great, right?
Yeah. I don't mind that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I have thought about this a lot. Like, are you a confrontational person?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know. I can't tell. Because I'm a person who feels strongly about certain things and certain people.
Yes.
And I'll say something to your face kind of vibe, but
Yeah.
am I gonna start stuff? I don't know. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's so hard
Yeah.
to say. I don't
Yeah.
know. I think kind of no, because I kind of think a lot of stuff isn't worth it, really.
Right. Yeah, I don't go looking, and I don't think you go looking.
No, some people do, but then I think they're never usually right, those people.
Just looking for an
They're just
argument
looking
anyway.
for, just starting trouble.
Yeah.
And just,
They'd have an argument with themselves. Kind of thing.
yeah.
Yeah. But if an argument finds me, I'm quite argument adverse. I would rather not, to be honest.
Interesting. Okay,
Yeah. And would you? All right. That was just something I noticed. We don't have to keep this in. Would you say I send a message to you, and rather than, I think you're a very honest person, right? I think you're a fiercely loyal person. I think I think these are some amazing traits you've got. And I think you're a hugely honest person. So rather than, for you, lying is a big no-no. Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So rather than lie to me,
Yeah.
you would just rather not answer the question.
Ooh.
Avoid.
I do avoid a lot of stuff in my life. That's like I'm an avoidant person for sure. So yes, I don't know if it's instead of lying, maybe initially, because then I'm like sitting there like, don't want to say the truth, but then I'm not going to lie. So I'm going to sit on this for a sec.
Yeah.
And then maybe be like, and then say the
Right.
truth. Right.
Let it simmer.
Yeah. So I wouldn't say it's like instead of lying, I avoid. It would be more so like when you were stressy the other day
Yeah.
and you sent a message and I just ignored it
Yeah.
because I was like, I don't know what to say. My response, nothing's helpful here.
Right,
so I'm
right.
going to say nothing.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I think he'll come around. And then you did.
I
And
did.
I was like, okay. So
Yeah.
I'll avoid in that.
Yeah.
Or like customers, I'm like, let him sit,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
kind of thing.
So I got the let him sit strategy, and then let him think about it himself, and he'll come up with the right way to move forward with it.
Which is how I think my brain is. So that's why I'm like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
maybe this will benefit you too. Because I used to be, still I am, the type in an argument where I have to step away for a second because my emotions are so high and that I will, not thinking clearly, I'll say something I regret.
I hate that.
And I'm like, I have to step away for a second,
Yeah.
cool down,
Yeah.
and then we can talk about it
Yes.
clearly.
I think that's smart.
Yeah.
I mean, me and JB have been in situations where, late night arguments and things like that.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know probably where I'm going. And you're like, let's not do this now.
Yeah.
Let's sleep on it.
Yeah.
Wake up in the morning. If you still feel strongly about this, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's discuss it and go from there,
Yeah.
which I think is a good move.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, went into one there.
Yeah, we did.
Did we answer a question? Or we
No.
just made our own up?
No, it was in disagreements you prioritize proving your point over preserving the feelings of others. Yes, and you were saying you used to be one way, which is I'm assuming you used to do this.
Yeah.
Now you don't anymore.
Nah, don't care.
Which is what I was going to say is reading this I had like a sinking feeling because I do this still, I think. I prioritize proving my point.
Yeah, I can see that with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you know you're right, but everyone thinks they're right. If you get two people in an argument, they're both trying to argue their point. That's the point of the argument.
Yeah.
They both have a point that they're kind of willing to die on.
You can feel the way you're going to feel, but I need to prove my point.
Yeah.
All right. You usually wait for others to introduce themselves first at social gatherings. Just talked about this. Absolutely. Even I think I am going to go on the agree side.
Yeah.
I will walk up to someone, but do I prefer it?
Yeah.
No. If you walk up to me, hell yeah.
Yeah. I actually prefer that.
Yeah.
So if I don't know you and I see you on a night out or
Yeah.
just, it doesn't have to be a night out. It can be anywhere in a supermarket. You know me, I'll talk to anyone. But you have to come up to me first.
Mm-hmm.
And once
Right.
we're off and running, you do the ice breaking, I'll be the ice, and we'll natter after that. But I can't do it.
Yeah.
There you go.
I usually wait for other people too because I don't remember names.
Mm.
And then I feel like an asshole if I'm like, I went out of my way to meet you and then I didn't remember your name. Like what a slap in the face.
Yeah, that's true.
But if they come up to me, then it feels less bad where I'm like, oh, sorry, I don't remember.
Yeah.
Okay. Your mood can change very quickly.
Tough.
Mine, I already know.
Where are you going?
I strong agree.
Mm.
Any little thing, any breeze can set me in a different way.
Yeah. Okay. You're like a little leaf
Mm-hmm.
being blown by the wind.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. And that can be a trigger or a shimmer, right? Either way.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Either way.
That's interesting. So you would say that if you're in a bad mood, you can be turned around quite quickly.
Oh, it depends what the bad mood's about.
All right.
But I think so. Like if I'm in a bad mood and then someone's like, let's go out, let's do this, or I just some good news, then yeah, I think so. I can be turned around.
Right.
But I will say majority, it can be the other way.
Quicker.
Or even just like I'm chilling, normal, everything's fine. Some little thing happens.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, oh, I get in my head or I get whatever. And I get just like, now I'm pissed.
Yeah.
Or now I'm just sour. Or now I'm sad.
Yeah.
And then it's like I'm stuck there.
And then the mood can go down even further from there. It's like spiral.
Mm-hmm. But then it can also like
The
Aaron
other
can
way.
come home and then I'm like, whoa, like,
Flip.
now I'm better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. So yeah, you're quite open to things can change your mood quite quickly.
Yeah, I think so.
Like a crying baby can be crying, wailing,
What?
and then giggling and laughing in the next second.
Probably.
I just don't know about mine. My mood's quite an even temperament.
It is.
Generally up.
Yeah.
The mood can change very quickly. Depends on the fucking news.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Some things like, I'm like, I cannot snap out of this.
Yeah. Although I have got better at actually recognizing, acknowledging, and then trying to work myself out of it.
Right.
So I'm going to go disagree in there. Right. You often end up doing things at the last possible moment. Ooh, who could that be?
Oh, no. I mean, I don't even have to
Yeah.
explain. Big agree. What about you? What'd you say?
I don't know. You often end up doing things at the last possible moment. I can leave shit. Yeah. I can definitely use all the time allocated.
It's true.
I definitely can.
Do
But
you
that's because there's so many things.
Do you often do it?
No. So I'm just going to put that little green one there. The little one.
You enjoy debating ethical dilemmas.
Oh, both agree. Strong.
Big time.
Yeah. Jump in on the big
Yeah.
agree there.
Yeah.
We don't even have to discuss.
That's
Let's
it.
go. Next.
You usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own.
Interesting
Here we
question.
go. Here's the introvert extrovert thing.
Yeah, this is basically the nuts and bolts. This depends what it's going to give us as introvert extrovert on this very question.
See, then I don't want to think about that because I'm like, I just know whichever one. I know what they're doing.
We know what you're up to in there
Okay.
with your quiz.
Okay. We actually really have to think here.
I know. Can I go? I've already got something.
Okay.
All right. It's just an example, right? So I was going to say about this anyway yesterday, but I'm going to do it now because the questions popped up. So over the weekend, as you know, like JB was house sitting, dog sitting. So I was on my own for Friday, Saturday,
Right.
Sunday.
Okay. Here we go.
Yeah.
True test.
Yeah, this is it. Now, she went out Friday night with a group of people. We'd been out on the previous Saturday. It was a pretty hefty night. And then there was Paddy's Day.
Right.
During the week on a Monday, right?
Yes.
We went out on that and I had a few Guinness. So basically for me, I was socialed out.
Yeah.
I opted out of the Friday because I just needed to just dry out for a bit.
Yep.
And I needed to re-up on my social battery. And JB went out. Then you and Bella left Friday afternoon. And I knew I'd be home alone. So I thought, right, what am I going to get into? I had plans of doing karaoke on my own.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, plans of doing this, that, and the other. I had many jobs. I got into the garage. I did odd jobs, right? I got through the list. But what I did Friday night was so nice. I got into some comfy clothes. First of all, I stuck on a movie. Then, because of all the social stuff, I felt there was a lot of toxins and shit, right? And they needed to come out. So I found one of JB's like face mask things.
Fun.
Yeah. So I had like a shower.
You had a little skincare, self-care night.
I did some self-care at home.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. And I painted this stuff on my face.
Yeah.
Just felt good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was good. I was like enjoying myself. I was just sitting around reading a book. I was thinking, reflecting.
Yeah.
It was so much fun. And really just, if you can't hang with yourself,
Yeah.
I can hang with myself.
Yeah.
I like hanging with myself. Don't get me wrong. There's a time and place. I love groups. I like going out, meeting
Yeah.
people, seeing people, chatting, whatnot.
Yeah.
But there's also a time for me.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say on the subject.
Yeah, which different than me.
Mm.
So I would say you're at least in the disagree part.
I'd
a
say I'm on
little
the
bit.
fence. It depends on the situation. It says prefer.
Usually prefer
No,
to
I
be
mean,
around others.
fundamentally, as a person, a human, I need to connect.
Yeah. Oh, it's
That's
so
a
hard.
need.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Okay, because you saying you can hang with yourself, I can hang with myself too, and I do quite enjoy it.
Mm.
But when I am by myself, I'm on the phone or listening to something. So then it's like I'm not really on my own.
No.
Or I'll be watching a video or watching TV, and then
Yeah.
there's like other people there.
Other stimulations.
Yeah.
Can
so
you literally unplug and hang with yourself?
I can. I've been avoiding it for a while now, just because I'm like, get it out of there. I don't want to be in there. It could be fine now,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I don't know. I think though I do, because like what you're saying on Friday, JB was going out. You chose to say in. I don't think I can do that. I'm always going to choose the hang.
The hang.
Yeah.
Even if you're feeling so low.
Social battery is one thing.
Yeah.
I have left a place before,
Yeah.
you know, while I'm already at the hang,
Yeah.
social going down, then I'm like, okay, I'm leaving.
Right.
But if I'm just like feeling down or sad or whatever,
Yeah.
the hang will help.
Okay.
So that is
Yeah,
giving
yeah,
extrovert
yeah.
more so
Yeah.
in my
Yeah.
mind.
Oh, for sure.
All right.
Woof.
Oh, the whole test right there.
Around the houses.
You find it challenging to maintain a consistent work or study schedule. Yes.
I think everyone else can answer this for us.
Yeah. Mine is just, strong agree.
Yeah.
Move on.
All right, moving on.
Moving on.
All right, move along, please. You're drawn to various forms of creative expression, such as writing. Yeah, we love some creativity.
I love creative expression.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, you like to have a to-do list for each day?
I mean, do I like it? No. But how do I do it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if it says, do you like it?
But I mean, you do it every day. So
That's how I
therefore,
operate, right?
Yeah, you like
yeah.
it.
I'm just going to go middle agree.
Yeah, but strong disagree.
And you're a strong, yeah.
You avoid making phone calls.
Agree. Well,
Yeah.
middle agree. I would prefer not.
Yeah.
Depends on the person.
I feel like you're more than me, though. Because I was going to go middle agree.
Oh,
But maybe I'll go, no, I'm not going to go middle agree. Because, I don't think about it too much.
Mm.
I'm like, yeah, I'll just call.
Yeah.
Okay, you're right. Yeah, middle agree for you probably.
You enjoy exploring unfamiliar ideas and viewpoints.
Massive agree.
Yeah. All right, next.
Okay, 70%.
Right, we're getting there. If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible. So what you had planned is all fucked up for the day. Are you going to go with it? Are you going to go enjoy the little side pot and take it for what it is as it comes? Or are you going to go, no, we need to get back to what we had planned there?
Medium disagree for me. I don't care that much to get back on track. Because I'm like, first of all, there probably wasn't a plan to begin with. My no plan. And second, if something happens, it's like, okay, it's happening for a reason, or
Yeah.
I'm not going to fight it because
Yeah.
then like, neither thing is getting done. I'm not doing the new thing. I'm just like focused on trying to get back to where I was. Then you waste so much time just doing that.
Yeah, and energy and thought.
Yeah. So I think I'm no way.
That's good temperament. So you're just going to take it as it comes, enjoy this, be present for this, and then I'll get back there eventually.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I'm going to go mildly disagree.
You were not too interested in discussing theories on what the world could look like in the future. I mean, I feel like we always talk about that.
Yeah. I mean, everyone likes to wonder.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
always thinking about that.
Yeah.
Freaks me out.
Uh-huh.
Your emotions control you more than you control them. Oh my God.
That's an interesting one.
I have to go strongly agree for me there. Back to the mood can change quickly. One thing can just, or I can just wake up in a bad mood and it's not like,
Can't shake it
"All
off.
right, Yeah. Stop being in a bad mood. If I'm in a bad, that's all I can think about.
Right.
And yeah, it's hard to get
Yeah.
it going.
Yeah. That sounds about, that tracks for you, I think, that one. I'm going to go just medium disagree.
Yeah, I would agree.
I can.
I would agree with that disagreement for you.
I can shake it off and try and refocus.
Yeah, you definitely can. Right. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized and consistent efforts.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
That's an interesting question. I'm a hybrid.
You are.
Uh-huh.
I think it starts organized and
Yeah.
consistent,
Yeah.
and then you
I
get
see
into
it.
your little bursts.
Squirrel.
Yeah.
And like, oh, shiny new thing. Let me just jump on that and then do that and then get back to my main plan.
Dang, then I don't know what I would be. I was going to say mine is spontaneous bursts of energy.
You do burst.
Especially personal work style. Like if I'm doing my personal things, like for the sewing, for example, I'm never like organized and consistent. It's just like, oh my God, I got to make this and I'm going to stay up all night. I'm going to make it. I'm going to finish it. And it's going to be done.
That's a personal burst of energy.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I'd say your life more is organized and consistent efforts. Efforts, that word.
I love consistency.
Yeah. And you definitely are like, you make an effort to be organized and consistent every day.
Yeah, do the thing every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have the bursts in between
Yeah.
the main thing, which is
Yeah.
organizing.
Yeah.
So if anything, I would say
How do you answer that?
the smallest disagree.
Gotcha.
When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take for them to feel disappointed
I'm
in
not
you.
thinking that.
Oh, no.
I'm not thinking that at all. Are you?
Yeah, this is my number one highly agree.
Mm.
I said this in the last episode, I think. I said, and I think I cut it.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. But I said, I always am afraid people are going to find out about me.
What,
Like,
imposter syndrome?
I've tricked them into liking me.
Ah,
And then they're going to find out that I've tricked them.
no.
Or that, you know, I've like showed all my best sides. And then the second they see the other parts, they're going to be like,
Mm.
gotta go.
Is the reveal.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I'm always thinking I'm tricking people.
Oh, no.
No,
But are other people thinking that?
I don't think so.
No.
No, I
They're not
know
thinking
that they're
that.
not, but I am. So I do have this feeling where I'm like,
Right,
oh,
right,
God,
right.
okay, it's one day they're going to
Yeah.
wake up.
Yeah. Do you know, like our own mind, you know, we're thinking about ourselves like a lot.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
We're thinking about ourselves and how we interact with other people a lot.
Yeah.
You know how much other people are thinking about.
Zero.
Yeah, exactly.
Zero.
Because do you know why?
Why?
Because they're also thinking
Think
about themselves.
Yeah. No one gives a shit about you. Yeah.
Right.
I have a perfect example of this, though, this question. I put on the playlist a song, the TNT playlist. I put a song by Courtney Barnett, Pedestrian at Best.
Right.
And it's my favorite genre, just girls yelling. I've said
Yeah.
this before. The whole song, the chorus, one of the lyrics is, put me on a pedestal and I'll only disappoint you.
Mm.
And that, I love that song. I'm like, this is, everything she says in that
Relates.
song is so me. Then she
Yeah.
says, give me all your money and I'll make some origami. Because she's like, I don't want your fucking money. I'm going to take everything that you give me and like flip it almost. Like your idea of me is not. Yeah, put me on a pedestal and I'll only disappoint you. I was like, that's
Yeah.
exactly how I feel.
Huh.
Do not put me on a pedestal
put
because
you
you're
there in the
going to
first
be
place.
disappointed.
Yeah.
Or it's almost a fear of like, oh no, now I'm up on this pedestal. Shit.
I don't want to be up there, please.
I'm only going to disappoint
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Back to the playlist. Yeah, I thought your playlist was giving badass rebel. Yeah,
Girls yelling.
Yeah,
That's my favorite genre.
it was great. Thanks to everyone. Thanks to everyone who's contributed to the playlist. By the way,
It's so fun.
It's so fun. So many songs on there already. Please
Yeah.
keep adding. I love finding new music, and I'm listening to
Definitely.
some shit that I would never have listened to before.
Yeah, I've been listening to
Hmm.
it because I mean, it's a bonus of some of my favorite songs and then just fun
Other
other
people's,
songs.
yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Um,
So you were strongly disagree on that one, right?
yeah.
Yeah. You feel more drawn to busy, bustling atmospheres than quiet, intimate places. Big disagree for me. Maybe medium disagree for me.
Mm,
I've realized I'm not a city person.
mm,
I'm a country girl.
mm,
I need a
mm,
mountain
Mm.
house, quiet. Cities give me anxiety.
mm.
Crowded spaces.
So you prefer the lake house over the New York apartment
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
100%.
all the time, and that's forever.
See, not all the time.
Okay.
But I feel more drawn to busy, bustling places.
Yeah.
No way.
If a decision feels right to you, you often act on it without needing further proof. That's your gut
It's the gut
going
feeling.
there, your
Yeah.
intuition.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're feeling it, you're feeling it, and
If
you're
it
going
feels
with it.
right,
Yeah,
I'm probably going to act on it.
yeah,
And it's probably because I already have enough proof.
yeah.
I don't need further proof.
Mm-mm. We don't need a certificate of proof.
Mm-mm.
We have enough.
Yeah, I'm not going to start then questioning, looking for more
proof.
reasons to do it. Yeah.
You've already got the spidey senses tingling, so you're like, okay, yeah, I'm moving on this.
Just do it. What are you looking for?
Yeah. Probably reasons not to, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then you'll find them. You'll always find them.
Always.
What about you?
Oh, I'm a jump in. I'll take a risk.
Yeah, sweet.
Definitely go for it.
Yeah, you definitely are too. Yeah, for sure.
I don't need. No.
Awesome. Okay.
Interesting.
You often feel overwhelmed.
The key is often.
Often. Overwhelmed. I do agree. Not super. I'm overwhelmed just with life sometimes.
Wait, it's a lot.
Where I'm just like, like I'm always joking. Another day. There we go again. It's like, fuck.
How many more have I got
Or
left?
just like, I have like a one task to do and I'm like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Overwhelmed with this thing called life.
Yeah. So I think I do lean more to the agree.
All right. I'm going to go middle disagree.
Yeah. You're pretty just even keeled.
Yeah.
You're like, in your car, you're like, I can do anything.
Well.
I can put my mind to it. I can do it.
Mind over matter.
Next question.
All right. Ooh, I think we're near the end.
Yeah. Last question.
Yeah.
You feel confident that things will work out for you.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's big agree for both of us. We just said life's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I hate to be, spoiler alert, but it's all going to be all right in the end.
Yeah.
You know?
The quiz results are all going to
life. See results. Bum, bum, bum.
Freaking drum roll, please.
Ready? I think having discussed them. Oh, you're already in?
Sorry. Yeah.
All right. Having already discussed them, I think we are going to be different.
I think so too.
Yeah. What's your picture on the top? What's your color? What's your picture? What are they doing?
It's green.
Yeah, mine too.
Uh-oh. It's a person in the woods with a deer. Is
Is
that yours?
No.
Ooh. What is yours?
This is fun. Mine is a soccer coach.
Stop.
Yeah. It's a soccer coach. Exactly what I would have loved it to be.
Mine is literally, she's sitting on a stump, like with a journal, and there's a deer, and she's like talking to the deer, like writing down. Remember that dream I had?
Yeah.
Where I was the deer?
Yes. Wow.
Okay.
So this is this is it.
This is it.
You're on a stump talking to a deer and writing your creative stories.
That's it.
I'm a soccer coach.
Talking to animals. That's me.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the personality type at the top.
Yeah. Oh, go. What's yours?
My personality type is mediator. INFP-T.
Oh, ours are so different.
What's yours?
Mine's protagonist.
Oh.
What does that mean?
We'll get into it.
All right. And ENFJ-A.
So you're an extrovert and I'm introvert.
How does that wash out? I don't get it.
And then we had the same N and F. And then I'm P and you're J. So you're the judge and I'm the
Jury.
other one. Okay, let's look.
Yeah, let's look and see what all this means.
Okay.
All right, so let's do yours first.
Okay. As an INFP mediator,
Yeah.
you possess a rich inner world brimming with imagination, empathy, and idealism. Your compassionate nature and deep-seated desire to understand the human existence, or no, the human experience, make you a natural confidant and source of support for those around you.
True.
You approach life with a sense of wonder, always seeking meaning and authenticity in your experiences and relationships. True.
Also true.
Your creativity is a wellspring of inspiration, often manifesting in unique ideas and innovative solutions to complex problems.
Love it.
However, the same creativity can sometimes lead you to become lost in daydreams, making it challenging to navigate the more practical aspects of life. Damn. You have a profound capacity for empathy, allowing you to connect with others on a deep, almost intuitive level. Wow. So that's my main spiel.
Do you like it? What's your thoughts?
Well, there's more. It breaks it down more, but I want to hear your main spiel.
The main. As an ENFJ protagonist, you possess a unique blend of charisma, empathy, and idealism that sets you apart in any crowd. Your natural ability to inspire and lead others is matched only by your deep-seated desire to make a positive impact on the world around you. You have an uncanny knack for understanding people's emotions and motivations, often sensing what others need before they even realize it themselves. Your gift for communication allows you to articulate your visionary ideas with passion and conviction, drawing others into your orbit and motivating them to join your cause. You thrive on meaningful connections and have a remarkable talent for bringing out the best in those around you. However, there's always a however.
Always.
Yeah. Your idealistic nature can sometimes set you up for disappointment. Big time. When reality falls short of your lofty expectations. Fucking nailed it.
Dang.
Uh-huh.
Right. So.
Personality traits.
Right. There's extroverted versus introverted.
Ooh, sweet. Okay, what you got?
Okay. I'm 54% introverted. So just barely over.
Yeah. I mean, we've both said omniverts. It depends on the sitch.
Yeah.
Right. Mine's 56 in the other way, the extra.
Interesting. Okay, here's what mine says about it. You likely prefer fewer yet deep and meaningful social interactions and feel drawn to calmer environments.
Well,
That
yeah.
is pretty much, I love a kickback. House hang.
Yeah. But I would say that's me too.
Yeah, I would say that too.
Yeah.
But you do love to go out partying.
You likely get energized by social interaction and tend to openly express your enthusiasm and excitement.
You do openly express your enthusiasm and excitement, I think.
Yeah. I won't keep that shit in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh.
Intuitive.
Go.
Ooh. Okay.
I would say yours is high.
Yeah. I'd like to say I'm both of these things, observant and intuitive.
Yeah.
Don't you
Why
need
is it?
both?
Why is it?
I'm 78% intuitive.
Oh, okay. I would have had you higher than that.
Same.
But I would also, I don't see the duality. I would have had you as observant and
Yeah.
yeah.
For sure.
It's not an either or. Mine's 88.
Whoa, you're more than me.
Yeah,
Somehow.
I don't think so.
Mine says you're likely very imaginative and open-minded, focusing on hidden meanings and distant possibilities.
Mm.
I am looking at hidden meanings a lot. I think.
Yeah.
What could that mean?
What is
They said that, but do they mean
But really?
Yeah.
You're likely very imaginative and open-minded, focusing on, yeah, same as you. Same.
Oh, because we're both leaning
Same.
intuitive.
Yes.
Okay, so thinking versus feeling.
Mm.
I'm 56% feeling.
Yeah, that's too low.
What was yours?
71.
And then this one should be different for us.
I believe so.
Judging
Oh,
versus prospecting.
Don't understand, but I'm sure this will reveal all.
I'm 79% prospecting,
Oh, we're completely opposite.
which I used to be judging when I definitely first took this test. I remember that one specifically, which is
Alright,
interesting.
But I'll be interested to hear about what does it mean,
It
prospecting?
says you're likely very adaptable, easygoing, and flexible, prioritizing spontaneity over stability.
Mm.
I
Great.
guess that's kind of true. I do like a bit of spontaneity,
So
but
that
adaptable, easygoing. I don't know. All right, what's your say?
some of it. 71% judging, which means I am likely organized, decisive, and thorough, valuing structure and planning over spontaneity.
Okay, I can
I
see
don't
that.
know. I think we need to just put a question mark over those.
Yeah, your energy is introverted or extroverted. Your mind is intuitive or observant.
What are you seeing this?
When you hover over them, there's a little word at the top. Your nature is thinking or feeling. Your tactics are judging or prospecting. And this one is your identity is assertive or turbulent.
Oh, I gotcha.
I'm 57% turbulent.
You're the other way to me then.
Mm.
I'm 79% assertive. Read
Okay.
yours.
Okay, mine says, you're likely self-conscious, sensitive to stress, success-driven, perfectionistic, and eager to improve.
You agree? Strongly agree? Disagree? Where are you on that?
I'm a bit sensitive to stress. I did say I was insecure in the test, so I guess I am self-conscious. I am. I'm thinking about myself a lot. I'm in the head constantly. Success-driven, I mean, I don't want to be a failure, but I don't want to say that's my main drive.
Yeah, not really.
Perfectionist, sometimes.
Yeah.
And eager to improve. I mean, yeah, who wants to stay stagnant?
Yeah.
I guess so. All right, and what's you're assertive?
Yeah, identity, 79% assertive. You're likely self-assured, even-tempered, and resistant to stress, refusing to worry too much. Yeah, that tracks, absolutely. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Big time. Oh, there's more to it.
There's so much more,
I know.
actually.
Give us your little bits and bobs there.
Let's see. Introspective nature drives you to continually explore your own thoughts, feelings, and values. That is very true. I just said I'm always in there thinking. This self-awareness is a powerful tool for personal growth, but it can also lead to excessive self-criticism. You're highly attuned to criticism from others as well, which can sometimes leave you feeling vulnerable or misunderstood. Despite these challenges, your unwavering commitment to your ideals and your ability to see the best in others makes a powerful force for good in the world. Your journey is one of balancing your rich inner life with the demands of the external world, always striving to bring more beauty, kindness, and authenticity into your life. But I don't agree with any of that bit.
Wow.
First part, though, for sure.
Okay. That's it. I'm not going to take this. Isn't going to define me.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick out the best bits.
This is interesting
Go.
to me. I would love to see both of ours on this
What?
career path.
Ooh.
Oh, here we go. Now, this is an
What you got?
interesting blurb for me.
Where are you? Is
Just
this
right
a career
below.
path?
Yeah.
All right, go.
Your ability to think outside the box and empathize with others makes you a valuable asset in many fields, particularly those requiring innovative problem solving or interpersonal skills. Yet, you may struggle with highly structured environments or roles that involve a lot of routine tasks. You thrive in, here we go, careers in counseling, teaching, writing, or the arts often appeal to your nurturing nature and imaginative spirit.
Could you see yourself as any of those?
Yeah, I went, one of my majors was teaching when I first went to school. Also, my mom has said I should be a therapist forever.
Right.
Writing, we talked about.
Yeah.
And then just the arts, of course. The arts.
Yeah. Career change?
Bye.
Let me just read my blurb
Go
on
ahead, blurb it.
stuff.
Blurb it.
Where are my career path, what I'm doing next. Likely to be driven by deep-seated need to make a meaningful difference in people's lives. You thrive in roles that allow you to inspire, guide, and develop others, making you an excellent teacher, counselor, or team leader.
Wow.
Yeah.
You've been two of those things.
Yeah. Your natural charisma and ability to articulate a compelling vision make you a standout in fields like human resources, public relations, or a non-profit. While you excel in collaborative environments and roles that involve personal interaction, you may find yourself less fulfilled by solitary or highly analytical work. Boring.
Yeah.
Your challenge lies in balancing your idealistic drive with practical realities and in learning to value the smaller day-to-day contributions as much as the grand world-changing gestures. Yeah. Your ability to positively influence even one person's life is a significant achievement in itself. Yes.
Yeah.
One by one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was very true for you.
Yeah.
We're back from our potty break.
Yep.
We did off air take the emotional intelligence quiz.
We did.
Interesting, but you know, it was they wanted our monies. It was a scam.
We got scammed.
We got scammed. So we'll never know.
We never know how emotional we are or not.
Never.
No, it's up to you to decide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did see, I do want to say something so cute outside my window. We went to get a drink just from the fridge. And I got a in the window bird feeder recently.
Yeah.
You know, it suctions to the glass and you can see the other side of the feeder. And basically just these cardinals have been owning it. And there's a boy, girl, couple, husband, wife, whatever, duo out there. And I always see them. And today the girl was sitting on a branch, not more than a couple feet from the feeder. And the man was going and he was getting a seed. I swear he was like cracking it open.
I think he did.
And then flying to her and they were doing a little kiss and he was putting the seed in her mouth. And then he was going back and getting more.
Big
and
feeding.
He kept doing it.
Yes.
And I was like, what the?
It was cute.
It was so cute.
She looked pregnant.
Yeah, we're like, maybe she's with child.
Yeah, with child.
He's doing all this work for her. He's like, I got you, babe. Stay right there. Don't you move a muscle. Don't flap a feather.
Don't do it. Just take it easy.
It was so cute.
I think they're building a nest up there. She needs her energy.
It was the best thing I've seen in a while, nature-wise.
It was cute.
It was so cute.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
It was a good break.
yeah, good beak.
Good beak.
Yeah, so that's it. Really, those quizzes. That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Learned
quizzes.
Some things.
And if you want to do that yourself,
Yeah, I think it's just the Myers-Briggs or the 16 personality
yeah,
quiz. It's
yeah.
60 questions. It's just interesting, kind of, even just doing the quiz itself
Yeah.
versus the results. Like
Yeah,
sitting down and thinking about these things
Yeah.
you usually don't think about.
exactly.
The self-reflection
Yeah.
is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are we going to do Teapot this week?
We could do some teapot. I was going to do a different kind of
yeah.
teapot segment. Well, you could try it.
Your face is saying not confident.
You want to try it?
What is it?
All
Just share it.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, folks.
That's it.
If that's a keeper, please.
God, maybe we might not even make it.
I don't know if that's going to
Might
make
not make it.
Hey, just as a backup, pull out a question out of teapot.
No, we'll just let them wonder what happened.
Yeah.
All right. That's it, I think. Yeah. Okay. Good ep.
Yeah.
See you next ep. You can follow us on Instagram, The and Toasties, subscribe to the YouTube, listen anywhere, review anywhere, hit up the Instagram
Yeah.
for leave a birthday comment.
Oh, please,
For
just
Rich.
say happy birthday.
Yeah.
I promise, anyone who reaches out and says happy birthday,
He'll
I
send
will
you
reply.
$5. Oh.
And you'll get a free tub of pistachio ice cream. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So do all those things. Add to the playlist
Add
if
to
you
the
haven't
playlist.
already. That
Yeah.
is in the description
Yep.
as well. And we'll talk at you
We'll
next
talk to you
week.
next week. And
And
TTFN. Later.
Bye.